My brain is now spoiled.
Girdling with his own riff, you know what I mean? Nobody make fun of me, I'm having a rough month.
And with that, I think we just pulled off a perfect episode.
Clap in 3, 2, 1.
We got to specify if we're doing it on one.
We do it on 1.
3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1. Is that always how it's? Well, 3, 2, 1 clap would insist.
No, 3, 2, 1 clap. I can't say 2 things.
Clap on one. Okay. Yeah. Welcome to the. That's not the right saying. You do it.
I'm so
This is so bad.
I don't even know how to say it. Welcome to the taste.
The acquired taste.
Is that how we do it now?
No. Welcome to acquired taste. Wait, no. Is that how you do your podcast?
I think I've lost my taste. I can't.
No, my podcast is super subdued. I'm like,
Welcome
don't say let
to
me
acquired
finish until
taste.
the end.
You say something like that.
welcome to Acquired Taste. I am your host, Figure 8, and with me, as always, is...
It's still Coda B. Consistently Coda B. That's me. I'm here.
And young Ned.
And I guess for
Over here.
25 episodes now, I've been Andrew.
Yeah.
Everything I've read says you're supposed to do intros, because I looked it up. It feels so odd every time you're just...
Yeah.
It's what you're supposed to do, I guess. If someone sends this to someone...
A lot of podcasts do cold opens and they'll just put their intro and then... I don't like that.
Also,
I like greeting our taste buds.
I'm sure... I mean, I can see that people have gone back and listened to older episodes, but our podcast structure behooves people to just kind of jump in, because it's very current event-y type stuff.
Yeah.
So if they just jump in somewhere, they gotta know who we are.
Well, that's who we are.
Yeah.
I don't know who
Sorry.
I am. This is the
I
longest, shittiest intro.
fucking
Jarvis.
spaced out, dude. I forgot we were recording a podcast for a second.
Oh, good.
I leaned back and everything.
Someone today in hip hop history.
All right. So today, January 9th, in hip hop history, we have Slick Rick, the Ruler Day.
Another rap holiday.
Another rap holiday.
Ghostface Part 2.
Yeah. Back to back?
No.
Almost.
Was that last episode?
It was
a couple ago.
episodes ago.
All right, cool. Shout out Slick
Yeah.
Rick.
So there's that.
What date is it today?
January 9th.
29th? 9th.
January
Not
29th.
29th.
Oh, Jesus Christ, don't do me like that.
I jumped ahead in time.
The second thing we have for today in hip hop history, January 9th, as we just said. In 1998, the compilation album "In the Beginning There Was Rap" was released. It featured prominent hip hop artists, and it featured prominent hip hop artists covering classic tracks. Excuse me. The album reached number 15 on the Billboard 200 and number 4 on the Billboard Top Hip Hop and R&B albums. Less than 2 months after its release, it was certified gold for sales of 500,000 copies.
That's tight. I've never heard of it.
I hadn't really either. Might have to go check that out.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Is it? I wonder if it's covers. Of
1998. It says so. Prominent rappers covering classic songs. Who do you just if you had to take a guess, who was like, what rappers were on the album and what songs were they covering?
98. Snoop Dogg could have been on there, right?
Yeah. Covering like I don't know what Snoop would have been covering because Snoop feels so old at that point even.
Yeah.
Who in the 90s do you... Snoop's younger than Eminem. Or like 1 year older than Eminem. He's like right there. He just came out when he was 16 or 17.
Yeah.
And Eminem came out when he was 29.
That's crazy.
That's crazy to think about.
Snoop just feels like Unk, regardless.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Busta Rhymes?
Yeah, I mean you probably
Again, I don't know who he would have covered.
you're probably getting like Tribe Called Quest guys on it maybe. You know, like Fife and...
Yeah, because 98's too early for Outkast, I feel like, even.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you could... I mean, if they're... At the time, they're pretty prominent, so maybe I could see Andre and Big Boy being on it, but I don't know. I'd have to look into that and stuff. But,
What's it called?
it is called In the Beginning There Was Rap. Could probably have like Run DMC on it, man. No, that feels a little...
That...
A little late, yeah.
Yeah, but maybe...
Run DMC is the first song.
No way.
The first
Wow.
song is Run DMC.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Oh, no. First song is Wu-Tang Clan covering Run
That
DMC.
okay, and that's more what I meant was like covering Run DMC songs.
Bone Thugs and Harmony covering Fuck the Police.
That's pretty cool.
Big Ol' Butt, an original LL Cool J song being covered by P. Diddy.
Oh boy.
Well,
6 in the Morning, Ice-T's song, one of my favorite Ice-T songs, being covered by Master P. Freaky Tales, originally by Too Short. Snoop Dogg.
Okay,
covering
that makes
okay.
that tracks.
Knick Knack Paddywhack by EPMD, covered by the Dog Pound. Rapper's Delight, Don't Put Me, covered by Redman, Eric Sermon, and Keith fucking Murray, who we have a lot of history with. That's wild. I'm Still Number One, originally by Boogie Down Productions, Cypress Hill covered. And I Need a Freak, original song by Sexual Harassment, covered by Too Short. Did you know there's an artist named Sexual Harassment?
That's crazy.
No, I didn't. And I feel like they're not prominent right now.
Let me finish this out, and then I'm going to click on their page. Dope Man, original by NWA, covered by Mac 10. Money Dollar Bill, Y'all, originally by Jimmy Spicer, covered by Coolio. And The Show, originally by Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick, covered by The Roots. That sounds like a crazy album, honestly.
Yeah. No, I kind of want to check. Maybe we could put that on the wheel for later. Have us all listen to it at some point.
The episode naturally added it. Yeah.
We got P. Diddy and Sexual Harassment.
I
It's
was
got to
just
be a
gonna
good
say,
album.
It doesn't. If I clicked on the Wikipedia link to Sexual Harassment, it just takes me to sexual harassment as a form of intimidation or coercion.
That's
Oh, no.
not the backlink
When
you
I
want.
click on the artist,
Dude,
when I
that's
click on
tough.
the artist, it takes me. But it says, hold on. Sexual harassment may also refer to the album, a 2012 album by Norwegian band Turbo. Oh, I'm not gonna say that name.
Oh yeah, I know. Yep. I know who you're talking
You know
about.
what I'm talking
Yep.
about? That's a racist name.
They got super popular.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Sexual harassment, the Office episode from 2008. Sexual harassment, the musical act, known for the 1980s hit "I Need a Freak," which was what's covered here. That is the only thing on this list that I can't click on. So the only thing for sexual harassment is them saying that they exist here for a moment.
They were not
They had a
anticipating the internet. They were not ready for it, dude. Calling an album Sexual Harassment.
No, their group.
I was gonna say not even your album,
What?
the group.
Wait, that was their group? I thought.
That was their group name. Their song was "I Need a Freak" by Sexual Harassment. That was on that cover.
Oh.
Being covered by Coolio.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah, we learned a lot from that one. That was a good today in
look
hip
at
hop
us.
history.
We learned a bit of
Let's
history.
move on from sexual harassment.
Yeah.
The band.
I don't like
and
this
the
this
act
theme of our
in the
podcast.
episode of The Office. It's a good episode of The Office. I think.
One of the best, maybe.
Is that the one where Michael kisses Oscar?
I think so. That could be also the, or is it? I don't know, because that could also be the one where he kind of outs Oscar in a way, and then like he's proving that that he likes gay people
is the
by
one.
by
Okay.
kissing Oscar.
Should we just make a
Janessa
podcast
has
about The Office?
That script signed by Oscar.
That's pretty cool, actually.
All right,
you guys got pictures of them. Anyway.
We gotta get.
We
out of
gotta
here.
get to in the news. So first thing we have on our list here today is that the rapper Lupe Fiasco is going to serve as a hip hop professor at Johns Hopkins Peabody Institute, which I feel like you see this every once in a while, like some sort of rapper teaching a course or doing something at a university, and I feel like I've seen Lupe doing this before. So
I don't mind that. Sure.
no, I think it's cool.
Lupe's like a hip hop historian. He's kind of a schmuck,
A little bit.
but
He's a dope lyricist, but I don't know. He's all over the place sometimes.
I think he's right where he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Based on his current track record.
No, I think that would be cool though. Like when I was in college, I took a hip hop history course, and it was cool. One of my favorite classes overall. But I think it would have even been cooler, even if it was just for one day, if fucking Lupe all of a sudden walked in and was, gonna teach me some shit. So,
Yeah, that class is gonna hit its seat limit.
oh,
Real
Andrew
quick.
is the most qualified for this podcast. He went to school for hip hop. That's crazy. I mean, I know that you didn't major in rap, but that's kind of
We
cool.
do it for a living. Did you know that?
Yeah, but I mean, this guy knows the history. He's got it on his
He
transcripts,
said
dude.
he's the most qualified.
He's the most qualified, dude.
No, he recorded a song before too. So
That's true, bro.
certified.
And
about basketball.
he threw a rock at a geese /
did.
goose.
Allegedly.
Goose like, never mind.
Not allegedly. You said it. No, you say allegedly. No, that's true.
Allegedly.
You covered your ass. I know the truth.
Allegedly.
What else is in the news? PETA.
Second thing we got is that Young Thug addresses the YSL RICO case on Lil Baby's new album Wham. It's his first release it's his first verse since his release from jail in October. Did you guys listen to that?
Did you guys hear
Oh,
it?
yep. I listened to it. I didn't
did
I didn't
too.
really take anything away from it in terms of him referencing anything, but
I didn't either, because I listened to it after I saw this when I was adding it to the list, and I don't know, like it kind of felt like reaching, but also the song is real okay.
yeah, I listened to the album once on Friday while I was working, and I enjoyed it.
I didn't get through the album yet. I just listened to the song and maybe the first two songs.
Yeah, I'd have to probably listen to it again to kind of know any standout tracks or anything like that, but it was enjoyable, the one, half paying attention listen I gave it.
Why is it called Wham? Is it a reference?
I don't know. So I remember Thug got out and he tweeted something like "when what Wham says goes" or something along those lines, and here we are with a Lil Baby.
Good question, Coda, and not even the historian who went to college knows.
Yeah, it's not
Damn,
it's
dude,
not
see, I'm trying to
it's not
stump the-
historic yet.
Professor. That's
In a
true.
couple of weeks,
Yeah,
you'll know
yeah.
He's got a
everything
good
about
point.
it.
All right. Third thing on our list is Kanye West teases his upcoming album Bully. I guess he released a little snippet from that. Do we care about
I
Kanye
don't
in
care.
the year 2025?
No.
No.
No, I don't.
This better be a damn good album.
I barely care
to
about
to
the
make
artists
people
I like.
forgive him.
No, and his last one wasn't.
And
That
it
album
wasn't.
sucked.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is his last redemption, and even
People
then,
liked it, bro. People glazed this motherfucker.
I mean,
It was
Yeah.
just insane.
Kanye's always
needs
going to
help.
have, like, delusional fans. And anytime he puts out an album,
yeah.
it's going to be listened to just because of name recognition and his, like, core fan base.
in the Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh,
But yeah.
we're gonna see so much of this fucking guy for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
Kanye's gonna be living it the fuck up. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about this album. I didn't like the parts of the last album I heard. Why are you rapping with Playboy Cardi?
Yeah, I don't think I've liked a Kanye album since I don't even remember. It's the one where he's like got the mountains on the cover.
Oh, that one's
like
yay.
pretty good, and I don't think I've liked a Kanye album or anything.
She can get menacing, pregnant.
He just fucks around too much now. And just like is
Well, it's not-
actually clowns like and does stupid shit.
It's not like Snoop or 50 either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, this album could just never come out. I feel like we've gotten so many Kanye albums over the years that it's just like, hey, here's this album that's gonna come out, and then it just never does. So.
Remember TurboGrafx 6?
Oh, I remember.
I don't. Never came out.
I remember trying to.
Stupid album.
I remember the history of it. You know.
I had a guy at my work who, when that first got announced, he bought a bunch of TurboGrafx 6 stuff, thinking it was going to be worth a ton more money once Kanye dropped the album. And I hope he's sitting there with all those stupid fucking games and controllers in his closet like a fucking idiot.
One day, man.
If you're
One
listening
day.
to this, fuck. Is Ned here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Ned, welcome to the podcast.
I've been here.
He's over there just scrolling his
Hey-
mouse wheel.
hey-
Just
No,
making
I'm
everything
specifically
fun.
not. I'm trying not to.
Ned,
Just kidding,
here, we can get Ned's insight on this fourth in the news topic.
Oh,
So
God.
Jay-Z tried to rename the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. The chairman recalled in an interview, quote, "But he told me rock is dead. It should be called the Hip Hop Hall of Fame." And I said, "Well, hip hop is rock and roll." End quote. Take it away, Ned.
I think it should still be called the Rock and Roll. I don't know. Like
I think it should
when I
just
think
be the
rock and
music.
roll.
It should just be the music.
Yeah,
Hall
or
of Fame.
that.
Like,
I don't know. When I think rock and roll, I just think of like just music in general. Like that's rock and roll, man.
It's just like the
Like what is rock and roll technically? Like you can't really name it. Like the Stones. Like sure, but like I don't know. I think leaving it the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame would be fine. But yeah, the Music Hall of Fame wouldn't be bad either. But isn't there also a Music Hall of Fame technically?
yeah, I guess my point is, I feel like it should just be there. If there is individual like segments of it, a hip hop Hall of Fame, a rock and roll Hall of Fame, I feel like it should just all merge and be the Music Hall of Fame.
his argument of saying hip hop is rock. Like I mean,
Yeah.
it's a part of, especially now that genres have become so blurred.
Mm-hmm.
I get that he's saying it's like the vibe of just intense music and all that shit.
Also, fuck what Jay-Z has to say. He's crazy. Potentially. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, what an interesting. It's funny that that interview came out the other day. I saw it, and the whole time he's like, "Who's a great friend of mine? Great friend of mine." I'm like, "How you are?"
I'd like to solve the puzzle.
He's got a lot of faith in Jay-Z now. All right, is that the last in the news?
That was so. Our ranking is the top non-rapper or top
Rap,
not
rappers.
rappers, non-rap, not
Yeah.
Yeah.
those.
This
People
was
who
Coda's
don't
idea.
rap, who make rap, who can
Was this
rap.
Ned's idea or Coda's idea?
It was mine.
Yeah, I was going to say, not mine.
And I didn't even come prepared still.
Me neither. I mean, I kind of have it.
I did. I got a list. Andrew, do you have a list?
I don't.
All right, I'll go first. I'm going to start at number 5. So my number 5 is going to be Ed Sheeran.
Oh.
Do you like that one?
Yeah, he's got a little skibbity boppity boopity bop.
He does have a bit of that.
remember, what is that? They say I'm up and coming like I'm fucking in an elevator. He had some spitty stuff.
Yeah, I think I know what
That's
you're
my
talking
number
about.
5. My number 4 is going to be Billy Joel. Just look at We Didn't Start the Fire.
It was always burning.
Look at that. Yeah, shut up. My number 3, Anderson .Paak. I think that's a solid one, right?
It's a good- yeah.
The mic definitely picked up your stomach. Just
You
now.
heard that?
That was insane.
That was so loud.
My number 2. Alright, I can only make it so far without checking. them out.
Yeah, I didn't make any notes, so I have like a few people in my head.
My number 2. Oh my god. This is great. This is exactly this is podcasting.
It's what the people want.
It is me fiddling on my phone trying to find my note.
Tell me when you look up the best not rappers, fucking Logic is number 1.
Damn, dude.
That's not cool.
What was it called? Anti-rap or something?
That's mean.
That's really good. My number 2 is Post Malone.
Oh, that's.
He's not a rapper, but
I mean, not anymore.
he was never a rapper, bro.
I
The songs
guess.
he's a
yeah.
not rapper.
He's like a pop
Dude,
singer.
some crazy names are coming up when I'm looking up like lists and shit, and it's insane. There's no way Gwyneth Paltrow and fucking that should not be on any list.
And my number 1 is Zach De La Rocha.
All right, he's on mine too. He's one of the ones I thought of right away.
Because he's not like a real rapper, but he's probably had the most successful career in what's considered a sub hip hop genre, and that's my 5.
He's such a weird
I'm gonna have to-
like he does just rap. Like that's what all he does. But the music that he's affiliated with is not even close to rap.
He's a rap not rapper to me.
Yeah,
That's my list.
I'll go next. Yeah, so Zach De La Rocha. This isn't in any order, but I'd say Zach De La Rocha for sure. Technically, I don't know if he counts, but Anthony Kiedis, would he technically count? He kind of raps. A bit to me, I'm rapping in the popping.
Not rapper.
Yeah,
I would say the Red Hot Chili Peppers are often in hip hop circles.
right. Gwen Stefani, I'd actually maybe put up there. I'd say some of her stuff.
Crazy.
Some of her stuff I could maybe consider. Yeah.
She sounds like that SpongeBob. That's
Yeah, Janessa does that all the time. I get at band practice. And then now I'm gonna be at a loss. I don't know who else. Fucking like the dude from Aerosmith, Tyler. What's his name? Steven Tyler. I don't know. He's on that Run DMC fucking stuff.
He also has a few songs where his syllables are stretched, but that's a rough pick, bro. That better be your number 5.
I just threw that one out there. I'm just trying to think who fucking. Because I'm a wise guy. Can Joe Pesci be on there?
Sure.
Yeah.
Hello.
And then
That Joe Pesci rap song was in heavy rotation.
Yeah.
In my car for a while.
yeah, so I'm gonna put him on there. That song is great.
All
And then
right.
I guess Post Malone.
That's your 5, bro.
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh yeah.
Replace Joe Pesci with those.
Okay, fine.
You can't
Okay,
have
fine.
Joe
Fucking
Pesci on.
weirdo.
Because yeah, technically Post Malone's like a pop singer. I've never really considered him.
I'm gonna cut out where you stopped it too. I'm gonna let people think you picked Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci.
All right,
I'm a
put
wise
this list
guy.
together now, and it's the best one. So I'm gonna read this off. I have
It's the best one.
I have Black. I think he's sort of R&B.
6 lakh.
Yeah, Six Lakh, classic. Then Anderson .Paak. I'm also gonna go.
That's a great
Bo Burnham.
Whoa.
Oh,
Hell
that's
yeah.
sad. I didn't even think
Hell
about
yeah.
that. God dang it.
Justin Timberlake, and then to keep with the trend
Oh.
of comedy kind of genre, I'm gonna throw Weird Al Yankovic in there.
Oh,
Man,
that's
that's the
a
best.
great.
Yeah,
that's
yeah, you-
This is a fun list. Bro.
Yeah, that one's
I
actually
said
pretty
it
good.
was the best one.
Great list.
I'm changing out Zach De La Rocha with Weird Al.
I'm changing out every.
Rage Against
I'm changing them all to Weird Al.
Alfred.
He is an amazing rapper.
He's gonna be on the podcast next week.
I hope so.
It's not.
He's on, yeah. We already booked
We booked him.
Your turn, Coda. Try and top that Andrew list. That was
It
I'm
can't be
not gonna
done.
top it, bro. I was like,
It can't be
I had like a few when I thought of this idea. I had like a few people in my head, and it was like Jason Mraz. These are in no particular order because I'm not really gonna rank him, but he does like rap. Who's Sublime? Does that count?
yeah. That's
Yeah,
a great one.
Sublime. That's what I was thinking, kind of.
That's a great.
I guess
one.
it does count as rapping, doesn't it?
Limp Bizkit.
No.
Ah,
Boo.
I mean that counts.
They're in there though, you know.
We pretty much listened to We Have Limp Bizkit at home for this week's album club.
Yeah. I mean that.
I'd rather listen to Limp Bizkit than what we listen to, TBH.
For sure.
I was so hoping Ned didn't like it too. That was the only thing I was holding out for. We
Let's
can't
see.
talk about it yet.
This came up on the list when I was looking it up. Will Ferrell, Boats and Hoes.
Boats and hoes.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
That's kind of a slapper.
Excellent pick.
And then who else will I go with? I'll keep it like comedy too, probably.
You're
Pete
so-
Davidson. On that fucking SNL sketch.
Those 7 of them.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. Yeah, there's definitely more if I would have like actually thought about it. But yeah, Sublime
Sublime's a good
and
Yeah.
fucking yeah.
Fallout Boy could have done it.
Even like I guess even like kind of like that emo era shit. Like some of it is just rap.
I feel like collectively,
It's not rap.
we got some good artists there.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we made a top 10 out of all of our shitty lists, it would be super good.
No,
I
mine's the best.
Yeah, sure.
think.
I think
Yours
it is,
the
honestly.
top 5, and then you combine me, Cody's, and Ned's for the rest of it. All right.
Should we
It's
move into album club?
I
You guys want to?
want to move out.
You guys want to smoke first?
Yeah, I want to transition. Oh, dude, do we ever?
Normally when we listen to the album, we didn't this time because none of us had a good time, and we wouldn't associate not having a good time with King Palm blunt wraps, which is my blunt wrap of choice. Switch over to a non-tobacco, non-paper, good for your lungs wrap for your weed. That's what I did. Make the switch. Tons of flavors. Go to kingpalm.com. Use code KPTASTE. That's KPTASTE, and get 20% off your whole order.
The entire thing.
The entire thing. So think about it. If you spend like $1, it's 20 cents off. But if you spend $100, that's $20 off. That's a good deal. So go to kingpalm.com. Use code KPTASTE. Let's talk about this album.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right. So this.
I really okay. Oh nope.
I was gonna say for this week for the album club. Unfortunately, we had the Great Malenko by Insane Clown Posse. And I think we forgot to do this last week, but just kind of a little background on the information or on the album. This was their 4th studio album, released in 1997. And I actually did a little bit of reading, something kind of interesting. This album came out on one of Disney's record labels. And so it was released like in June, and then Disney didn't like it, so they took it down and had to be re-released. I don't know if on a different label or something, but somehow.
How did that slip through?
How the fuck did Disney be like, yeah, we need to sign these guys?
There was just one juggalo working at an office. It was like,
I got you. Don't worry.
Gotcha.
Don't you worry. But yeah, I think I saw somewhere it debuted at like number 64 on the Billboard charts. I didn't see any sort of like first week sales or anything like that. But yeah, so that's our album this week. Who wants to start us off?
Ned, we all are on the edge of our
Ned normally
seats.
goes last.
All right.
Go first, Ned Lee.
So I actually didn't hate it as much as I think y'all did, but I still didn't like it very much.
I knew there was a chance he would have liked it.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only thing I don't like, well, the main thing is every song sounds the fucking same. It's the exact same thing for an hour and 7 minutes. It's like, all right. I actually like the first, like, not like the intro and the Great Malenko. Those 2 songs are stupid, but Hocus Pocus, Piggy Pie.
Garbage.
I was like, all right, sure. Like, it's fun. The beats are actually not bad. The rapping is stupid. It's really, like, inappropriate, too, and cringy. Like, there's a couple parts where I was like, this is, like, really, like, uncomfortable. But the beats are actually not that bad. I actually think the production's fine. But yeah, it's just the same thing. This is the first album where I didn't like do something. I just like laid down and listened to it, and I did fall asleep about by song 7 or 8. I fell asleep for a couple songs and woke up, was like, oh shit. So I had to like but yeah, it's just the last song actually wasn't that bad. Passed Me By. I was like, okay, this is interesting, I guess. But it's just the same fucking thing over and over again. And it's really inappropriate and it's cringy. I'm going to give it a... Fuck. Like a 6. 6 Coda B's.
God damn.
Holy
I was like,
shit, that's a
not-
lot of
if
Coda
he
B's.
gives this a higher score than watching movies with the sound off, he's fired from the podcast.
Oh, come, yeah.
That's the lowest score I've given.
Higher than I thought. No, it's not. I've heard you give a 5 and a 4, I think.
No, 6 has always been my lowest. I've never got my lowest 6. The other lowest album I gave was the J. Cole album. It was I put J. Cole and ICP on the same level.
Fuck.
I'll go next.
Run it.
I'm from Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Me, Ned, and Coda have all opened up for Shaggy 2 Dope.
Yeah.
Those are my, what's the word? My biases. I hated it. Oh my god, I hated it. The first two songs, which is like the first 4 or 5 minutes, is like it sets you up to let you know that I'm going to hate it.
Yep.
Like it is. I agree with Ned. If I had to pick a song that I liked, Piggy Pie
Yeah.
would probably be the only one.
That's the only one that I like. Was like, okay, this is interesting. Yeah, right.
There was less talk of cutting off fingers and
Yeah. It was, yeah.
putting
Less.
butt chugging beer or soda or whatever came up. Like it was, man. Like I know we listen to Eminem, and early Eminem is what it is.
But it's there's something about it,
not
right?
what it is. This is. I
Lazy.
did not like the production. It just sounded like garage rock, Fred Durst, head ass with fucking drums on it. How Slash ended up on this album.
He's on this? What the fuck?
He's on Halls of Illusions.
Alice Cooper's on it too.
Yeah.
I saw.
What?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's on the intro.
Oh, lol. Okay. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Just terrible. If I had to pick one that was fun, Piggy Pie, and then the very last song, Pass Me By, was at least about something. Like they were at least, I don't know, man. I'm gonna give it a 2.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm gonna give it a 2 out of
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cheap Trick being on the deluxe edition.
Wait, what? Cheap Tricks? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's getting a 2. 2 out of 13 Coda B's.
I'll go ahead and follow that up. I agree. I hated this. The only like redeeming factor I will give it is there was a couple of times, like a couple of moments throughout it where I was like, okay, this beat's kind of cool, but not like, oh yeah, I like this. I feel like
No, it set us up for such death that the few times where you're like, oh.
then they say something just super cringy and like gross or just weird, and you're just like, there it goes, no more.
Can you imagine bumping that in your whip?
No, not at all.
Like driving around. Where is it for? Where do you listen to it?
White in a trailer park.
In the
In a
trailer.
Juggalo Festival. Well, no, that's like what they do it for.
So,
like, it's that fucking.
What I will say also is I did not realize my phone was on shuffle, and so I clicked the intro song and then just listened to it in whatever order my phone gave it to me in.
Type.
The
But
order does
also,
not
like,
matter.
Like Ned said, every song was the fucking same, so
It's
doesn't
yeah.
matter. I like pulled it up. I was like, oh my god, how much longer do I have in this? And
So it
so
felt like an eternity.
I was playing the second song, and I was like, no.
How
No.
is it possible?
And so, yeah, just it. I had a thought while listening to it. It feels like a bunch of like 12, 13-year-olds learned some curse words and then downloaded GarageBand and figured out they could make some songs, and then wanted to talk about how angry they were at the world and how white trash they were. And then they were like, yeah, I'm going to cut my finger off and stick it in your butthole. And they were like, yeah,
Yeah.
that was good music, guys. And
That's the nicest thing you've said about it so far.
yeah, I think I would agree. Maybe I kind of liked Hocus Pocus, but Piggy Pie also probably the only songs that I could maybe enjoy. And I think I'm just gonna piggyback off Fig and give it a 2 out of 13 Coda B's because it was no good.
Pooping on it.
Yeah.
No good.
Nah,
Pooping
bro.
on it.
It's hot garbage. I hated it as well. I'm the third hater of this album. I didn't dislike it. I physically, it was hard to finish.
Physically and emotionally
Yeah.
distraught.
So like everything you guys said is just spot on. Every song sounds the same. There was a few they started off interesting beats and then they just kind of killed it. I don't really care for all the carnival noises and the clown puns and
It's so cringy.
the jester, all like the fucking weird like shit. It's like I get that that's their theme and that's like their whole thing.
I was gonna say I hated it, but I'll give them.
Yeah, like that. At
They
least
constructed a thing that has a
Right.
sound and a vibe. But
I
it's-
understand that, but it's like every song doesn't have to be like what Andrew was saying. It's just they're trying so hard to be edgy that it makes them seem like actual losers.
You know,
like
like you know when you
And then to make a song about your dead friend at the very end.
Yeah,
after
that
all
was
the
so out of
butthole and
place.
Finger talks and
you know when you first learn curse words and like you don't use them correctly, and so it's just like
yeah,
that's
it's just so out of
There-
place.
yeah,
like
you fuck man, like it's
it would just be like you didn't need to say fuck right there.
no,
Like
the only like redeeming factor, like the only song that had structure that wasn't just like I'll go down the street and kick your neighbor's cat and like shave my balls and like
yeah, a lot of gooch talk.
just
a lot of
weird shit.
butthole.
The only one was the last one where like they started off with a theme. They're like, oh, I died and I woke up and now here are my dead friends and stuff. And like they're kind of like that song kind of had a theme. It was the last one. That's the only like semi okay song, but they still are weird on it. And it's like this is a weird tribute and just a weird thing to do. Like
last week,
one Coda B, a single Coda B.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Our 3 scores don't even add up to Ned's score.
No, you don't.
It's like, dude, it's just not like Ellis walked in as I was playing. He's like, no, ICP. He's like, this is objectively like bad music. He's like, this is not good. And I know if there's a juggalo listening, we respect your culture, okay? Your juggalo culture.
Yeah, and you guys have embraced us multiple times
Yeah.
before, and we're respectful, and we enjoyed our time.
Absolutely.
Around you guys.
They
The
seem
Juggalos
like
are
a-
actually super nice to us.
Yeah.
Buy a lot of merch. Shout out the Juggalos.
They got
We like the juggalo.
they got me absolutely
We just
wasted.
Can't listen to. Yeah.
And honestly, if we were asked to perform at the gathering, we would do it.
That seems fun, bro. Like
Yeah, we got nothing. Shaggy 2 Dope was dope for us. He's the only reason we got to perform. We almost got cut. These guys are genuinely decent dudes.
yeah.
Just not for me.
Just
Yeah.
not. Yeah, it's just not
I'm
it.
from the other side.
Hey, I gave y'all a 6.
Ned is going to get the feature.
there,
Fuck.
You can have it, Ned. You can
Bro,
absolutely have
together
it.
they still didn't get all 4 of us together. They didn't even get 13.
No, they did not.
Yeah. Wow.
Alrighty then. Let's move on to our
can we
local
could we
artist
make a new
spotlight.
rule for the
No.
podcast?
Yes.
No more Insane Clown Posse album club songs.
Alright, yeah.
I say
Banned.
we should all get a veto. We should all get 1 veto per season.
Ooh.
So we have 4 vetoes.
What if we? Man, I like making things more complicated. The second
Yeah.
me or Coda ever come up with an idea, I'm like, also. I was gonna say, what if we get 4 surprises? Each one of us gets 1 surprise, and that means right day of album coming out,
Oh.
you're gonna be like, hey, I'm using my surprise. This is the new album.
It's
I
like
don't care if you listen to the other one 3 times. You're fucked
You're
with this album now.
it's like America's Got Talent where they press the golden button and it's like you have to listen to my album. You're going all the way.
Yeah, it doesn't. And your veto can count for that. You can waste your veto and be like, no, we're staying.
Are we playing a fucking game or what are we?
Oh, Uno reverse. No, I like that. I like that you can cancel it out and then both of them are wasted.
Yeah.
I like that. You can fuck someone over. All right.
All right, I like that.
New rule implemented season 2.
All right, I'm gonna be on my toes now. I'm gonna constantly be ready to listening to a new. I don't know what I can do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick a horrible album.
Same. I'm gonna. God
right.
dang it. I'm gonna pick something bad.
Speaking of local artist spotlight time, we had Lil Dab Step to the Right this week. Is that correct?
Mhm.
I'm going off of Memoria.
Little dab, step to the right.
Yep.
Or step to the left. Either or.
Let's let Ned start with this so we can hear his on the spectrum unbridled opinion, and then we'll form around that.
I actually didn't think it. You try to cram too much into certain spots sometimes. I think the production on it's not bad. The voice could be.
Sorry, I just loved it. Andrew's muted.
Double track.
I think he turns his mic off, so we don't even get that on his Audacity track.
Yeah.
His death, he's deceased.
There's just a couple parts where you try to cram some stuff in, and then you could do some like double layering on the vocals. But other than that, I thought it was fine.
Okay.
Wow. All right.
I thought it was fine. I didn't actually have any. It's not like my thing, but I didn't hear anything like innately like bad about it.
Yeah.
Other than
He didn't go.
other than the.
His sonicism wasn't showing.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I like this guy, Lil Dab, so I'm gonna give him some constructive criticism.
Yeah,
Because he's always
yeah,
been super dope to us.
Transparency for the podcast. We have met this
We
guy
know this
before.
guy.
We've done shows with him. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the hook is, like it's catchy. I think you just need to work on your timing a little bit. Beat selection was good.
I did like the beat.
The mix was not good. It did sound pretty bad.
Yeah, you need to be louder.
Yeah, it's just the vocals need to be a little.
And like the background vocals are like too loud. And yeah, the hook repeat, it was a little bit too much for me. I think it repeated one too many times. You had some flow on this. You had a bar. Fuck, what was it? I don't even remember, but you had a bar.
Eisenhower bar.
The Eisenhower bar that kind of caught my ear. I was like, all right, you had some bars. So yeah, just work on those things, and I think, definitely submit another one.
Yeah, if it had a solid mix down and maybe some of the stuff was tightened up, I think it could be a lot better. There's for sure more potential there than we've seen in some of our other submissions.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
Decent stuff.
I feel like for me, it just sort of like, I agree. I liked the beat. It sounded a little weird and like it wasn't mixed right, maybe, or like you guys kind of mentioned. Ultimately, I feel like nothing really stood out about it to me. Like nothing really grabbed me. It just
There was minor dirtling.
some dirtling, yeah.
Oh, just some girdle going on.
But yeah,
He yawned through that dirtling. Couldn't even.
dirtled so much it put him to sleep.
No.
No, it wasn't that bad. There was just a bit of dirtling for sure.
But respect.
We love you.
Submit some more.
Yeah, and like Andrew said, I think like there was nothing particularly like that made it stand out from other songs of its ilk.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't have a shocking bar or a particularly catchy melody or any of that stuff. It was yeah, could be better for sure, but one of the better songs we've had. And
For sure.
submit another one. Well, check it out. All right. Fish song, let's shit on ourselves.
Yeah.
I like putting this right here. That way,
Yeah, so
in case we get.
Speaking of songs that have a hook too many fucking times.
Did you?
okay, Ned, let's hear it.
Yeah, 30 bands in 30 days. Let's listen to that real quick.
I made 30 bands in 30 days, I never fuck around. We made 30 bands in 30 days, the hottest in the town. I made 30 bands in 30 ways and then went underground. We made 30 bands in 30 ways and never made it. I made 30 bands in 30 days, I never fuck around. We made 30 bands in 30 days, the hottest in the town. We made
And we're back.
Damn
Oh.
Beat us to the bunch.
All right, Ned, shit on the song.
I mean, it's fine. It does. You do say 30 bands in 30 days, maybe 100 times.
I was gonna say probably about 30 times,
At
but
the least.
You know what I mean?
It's probably about 30 times. Hey, we all stayed on topic. Every member of the group in that song, all 5.
I like the Janessa tag duo at the end.
Hey, do you know what they say?
Is it 30 bands in 30 days?
Yeah, they say the same thing.
Is that it?
I liked Ellis's verse.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
I
Ellis.
thought my verse was better than I remembered. Not better than Ellis necessarily.
Ellis was pretty dope. I don't think it's the best Fish song, but I feel like it's a very Fish song.
Yeah, it was early in figuring out how to work 5 people into a singular track
Yeah.
without it being overbloated.
It has that sound too of like around that time, like the albums that you guys were dropping, that like we're in a particular style that you don't necessarily do as much now. I mean, I guess everything now is just like so professionally done that it might just sound different.
No, he
But
definitely.
then, like you were in it.
I was just gonna say.
Like there's a lot of songs in that era that I liked, and this one's cool.
Yeah, this one is. I think it's a fine example of early group work, especially compared to a lot of other stuff like it from that time period. 30 bands in 30 days. Yep. And that's it.
It's the
Is that an
that's the
episode?
podcast. Outro music.
That's a perfect episode. Holy fuck, bro.
He said, "Get me out of here."
We gotta go.
Go check the Spin Wheel on YouTube to find out what we're listening to next week. Go listen to Acquired Technical Difficulties supplemental from last week.
That's good stuff.
That was good stuff. Do you know how long it took me to put all them Discord?
Oh, I bet it's a lot.
It was like an hour. It wasn't too bad.
Oh.
But I was committed to it.
He's like, actually, wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it was alright.
You didn't even have to guess.
All right, go check out the Spin Wheel. We'll chase you later, taste buds. I'm not playing the outro music when Andrew cued earlier. That's insane.
Okay, so outro music.
My brain is now spoiled.
Dirtling with his own riff, you know what I mean?
Nobody make fun of me. I'm having a rough month. And with that, I think we